All
This
good.
guy is kind of kick W. Though.
Yeah, he's
He
yes.
just needs to stick to jet. One trick.
No, he,
Well, Cypher actually.
yeah, he's good on Cypher.
On the attacking side, and of course,
Not
on the
even
other side,
jet.
F4Q coming on the defensive side. Let's see what Bunny can bring. The man demands attention. I have to keep my eyes peeled towards his achievements here.
And straight away, actually, G2 going to be gifted a lot of space. At least the Boombot going to give away some information here of keloqz whereabouts. But there's only one player noted. F4Q going to hold strong right now with 3 players.
This nade could be brutal.
Actually ready for this crunch. The nade going to force him away there.
Damn, that first explosion got him. It's like, yo, heal me.
On the other hand, we'll give away mid.
Okay. G2 testing the waters.
Back up, back in the fight.
They showed presence cat, got naded off, showed presence mid, and then just into a yeah, just an A hit. With what though?
He got a wall.
Yeah, it's a compliment has been posted up here. He's been given nothing.
They're gonna try to use it for door.
Shown, at least
They gotta get to door first though. The second they show presence, they might get sucked.
Swing all the way through here. Zumba to hold down from Dice initially. No information off that flash though, Lauren.
Really?
Here comes the hit, and already you can see
Okay.
Double smoke.
I did not expect a double smoke.
I feel like that deep smoke was actually kind of pog. I actually like that.
I guess
You
it's
could work the left side of that smoke too while the heaven guy's fighting.
It's better than a suck, I guess, because what's suck gonna do? You're still gonna get overrun.
It just delays him.
Yeah, you're still gonna get overrun. So what he did was kind of sick. I like that.
He worked the left of the smoke and he fought with heaven. That was really smart, actually. Low-key.
He does get himself to safety, falls away, banks on the over to have his back.
Full whiff.
To play with, hits the reload, hits
Oh,
the
he's
shot.
got it. He's got it.
And now one
Wait.
more to go.
What?
It's G2 with the first.
All right, well, I got G2 2-0.
keloqz
What?
actually, I mean, he has to be the one
What's
to
he
bail
doing?
over
I don't know, that
right
guy's,
there. Paint shot will show you just spotted
He
there.
might have ran
Paint
out of
shot
bullets.
over Gen.
No, no way.
Reyna? No, he
Back
just
door, brings it down so
his
low.
mouse
He
disconnected.
cannot re-challenge before there's something in place to bail him out from there.
So let's. I'm
He just
gonna
threw
have
the
to
round.
say
I wanna see it
that
from
in
his
both
point of
plus one,
view.
Bunny, nutty start, quite
Show
good
me
at the game.
Reyna.
Who'd have thunk it?
I don't
On
think
the
it
other
will,
side,
but-
keloqz with a belting beginning.
No, he had bullets for sure. I think he
Player
shot.
like him, right? Let's say a player that when he pops off, when he gets everything ready for
Yeah,
it,
that's kind of weird.
What?
He definitely got bad
that
comms
early
or
shake
his
off that
mouse
land, those
unplugged.
jitters.
He's
His
just
head.
whipped
Okay, big
around.
tick in the box for G2 right now.
That
keloqz
sucks.
hopefully gonna
All
get
good.
the
They had that
in his
all
sails
good.
and potentially carry that through to the next few rounds. F4Q going to throw a couple of sheriffs.
Thank you,
into
by the
this,
way, Ann.
Thank you.
Scattered utility. Again, G2 slow in approach.
Yeah, see, that's the crosshair.
We probably
kinda
would. We
dig it.
probably would have
Actually gonna
starved.
spot out keloqz at least initially.
And definitely would have been
Right.
asleep. That's for
Difficult to
sure.
deal with it, as you
We
can
for
see.
sure would have been
It still
asleep.
might be asleep,
Keloqz will
actually.
see that. Nothing just yet.
Aw.
Spike does make its way
The
to the
Leo.
main, so I think they
Cute.
wanna
Hey.
pile on the pressure here.
But I like that they're still being held top mid. They're still holding the push over towards A. They're trying to play actually pretty well-rounded Valorant at the moment. And look, we've all criticized G2 in the past. Many a moons ago, different roster ago. Do they have that depth? We're still learning about this look of G2. This was a dream run to get them to this point. Surprised many. So we have to see how this looks. And I'm looking at F4Q. Where did they
Damn,
find that
G2
space
is
right
playing
now?
this
keloqz
so
is feeling it. He's
slow.
got that hot hand coming in now. Perfect time
They're
to
not
keep
giving
building
anything
confidence.
up.
That first place is not actually gonna
Almost
draw
too
anybody
slow,
away
though.
from A site, 'cause it's 4 players here committed for F4Q. Mixwell will find Athena. Bunny now trying to
Doesn't
get
matter
something
though.
done with the main
Yeah,
shells.
yeah.
Zumba.
They just take
Bit of
the
a desperation swing
engagements.
through the
Oh,
door there, and
got him.
G2 just comfortably cleaning this one.
145 with a
Esperanza
deagle,
has
you're
to
mad.
respect the flash, but information given across. keloqz going to spot him out as well. It's whether or not you can do any damage here. Actually, from range, still going to get the better of keloqz.
Yeah, and it's
Not gonna
wait and see.
push.
I mean, G2 right now keeping it very clean.
Where'd he
Exactly
get-
what the doctor ordered.
I think he got banged through the tarp.
You can do that?
I
Maybe
guess.
looking to do a
They have
little bit
specters.
of economical damage. Maybe
Wait, how did he
do
get
what you
spam
can
I don't know.
cost
That
a
was
little
really
more
weird.
reinvestment,
I think I just learned
do
something new.
something to
I think you're
restore his
right.
confidence.
They were all on the
Hey,
heaven.
SMG's
Nobody
carrying
was.
across. keloqz one away from the blade storm.
I don't know.
Perfect
I
opportunity
didn't
to get a
even. I
bonus
would have
round
liked
going
to
here for
see.
G2. Let's see if they do
The
decide
other
to
people's
make
point
a
of
play
view.
here. On the other side, actually seeing Bunny.
Money adjusting.
That's sick.
Yeah, a little bit of an adjustment. He's not quite settled just yet. And actually, it will be a full rifle come through. I don't know if you're going to see any madness with a judge coming.
I was waiting for it, I've been told.
Maybe
but-
someone had a
I
deagle.
heard rumours.
Yeah, that rumor being paper thin telling us. He's
Yeah.
like, okay, look out for this guy and what he does. Here's a couple of ideas. keloqz gets away actually unscathed, so not bad investment of utility so far.
Well, I like this as well. I think actually F4Q are reading exactly what we're talking about. They're challenging this orb, not necessarily so much on the B site, but here on A
Somewhere.
main at least. The paint shells, the gravity well invested, just to make it more difficult for keloqz to get his blade storm out. You see, and actually might even consider Yeah, backing all the way off and picking up.
Someone said who's lying sick next to Shroud.
Bro, hey, knock it off.
Knock it off.
Waiting close by, and here we go. Seeker's going in. This will be burst, but let's see how that utility works. So far, Kellogg's does get a little isolated, but that's fine. He seems happy keeping himself alive here. No one finding a challenge just yet. They are weathering the storms until now. There it is. Kellogg's finds the opener. Backside 5k. Only the 1k for now. G2 have swarmed it and actually have taken it quite comfortably.
Real quick.
Yeah, we'll get themselves one upgrade as well. It's actually
On land might just hit different.
just as he picked up the Vandal there.
Best raise in the world right here.
So it brings it to a 3v3 here.
Not Keck.
See if Hattie Bunny can get anything else done on the way in. No, Revover's going to shut down the first door.
Yeah.
The second as well.
Clean.
Esperanza falls.
Zunba,
G2's feeling themselves.
You can hazard a guess at the second, and there it is. Shut out, shut down. That's a bonus, and it's even in G2's pocket. They could not be happier with how that round just went.
Yeah, comfortable start. Again, going to keep 3.
Yeah, the X tack or whatever, K tack.
Not it.
It's so bad.
G2 to pile on the pressure and build up a bit of a
Makes
deficit.
it sick
from
too, look
honest,
at
I know.
in F4Q's favor.
No taste to you. No taste.
The problem being here, and again, what we've kind of discussed, first buy round out of the way now, at least for F4Q. The concern comes of how much G2 want to now start kind of exploited mid, because you leave that open. Yeah. Players like Avova and Nuki, they will just keep poke. They'll poke and prod for a couple of rounds. If they find that space, that's when G2 look to punish.
Well, we've been seeing a lot of the front line pay dividends for G2 right now. A lot of the entries have been extremely successful with Kellogg's, but it's that.
Someone
let's
said
talk about
just
the next
like
layer,
EU
like
food.
on that lurk, whatever it may be. We have that kind of next stage that comes in. It is a timeout coming in. And it will be, I mean, maybe good timing to discuss a couple of options, get your head back in the game. This, as much as
I think usually 2.
I hate saying it,
One
it sounds
per half?
like
Or one, yeah, I think
it
it's one
is
per
such
half.
a
And then
momentum,
text are
mental-based game, especially for some of these players who are very
But
new
it's
to
really
the
easy to do the old
how this feels, new
Yeah,
to
my
it.
mouse
What it's like
broke.
playing
kick the
against different
computer. Oh, my
regions,
mouse isn't
especially.
working. Tech
So
pause,
many
whatever.
different variables here.
It is, and I mean,
It's really easy with a wireless mouse. You can just turn off your mouse and then just move in. Like, see, it's not working. And just flip it back on when you're ready.
There was no pinch through mid. There was no
But-
to greet maybe the weaker
but-
side of G2's default. So
Usually at
that's
these
really where they
tournaments,
can get away with murder.
there's
And
admins
yes,
watching, so
they
they
get
won't
all
let you
this
talk during
information from
tech.
Who's present on A, who's pressuring.
But before that was a
outside,
thing.
they anticipate there's a third member
May or
of
may
this
not have been done.
towards tree. So right there, the setup.
Ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
It's the biggest
It's true.
toll that G2 can receive.
When you're on land, gloves are off. Cheats are out.
They just need something. They need to make a little bit of impact, I feel. Even
How I was
just their own
taught.
mental game right now, because it feels very clean, and Kellogg's. He's just untamable. Even catching the observers out, and that's a rarity, because we have the likes of Yeti, Sapphire, and Prius.
Didn't do me much good, but
coming out.
hey.
You know. For now, though, we
want
look
something.
at what really they have to work with here. Again, Bunny not given many chances, that early look, but instantly Aldrone comes out. It's never easy. There's nothing gifted. There's no mistakes being made by G2 right now.
Really? Oh, that's what you were doing in my room. In your room.
Bodies towards a full killjoy set up here in terms of utility as well. Lambot is going to be set up in front of Bunny, but last time G2
yeah, it
were able
was
to creep up.
It's not
Pretty much
working
got
because
into
I
a
turned
main
on
for free.
predictions, but it's saying that
Seems
like
like
there's an
another
error and the
pretty
title
late hit in the
doesn't read
round.
the community guidelines.
Again, it wasn't comfortable
but I
in
think
terms of
it's
on the
bug.
way in, but one thing we've talked about with G2
Yeah.
is
Don't do that.
how rocky things have been in
But it was
the
literally
post
like
plant for
the
them.
exact same
Said
title
in
as
particular.
another prediction.
I get nervous with anti-ecos running late
Yes,
here, and I
exactly.
understand why you do it to
The
cross
map,
all the
so
markers off.
I tried to
And
change
so
it like
far
a
it's
bunch of
fine.
times.
None of those issues came through in the end. You know, Bunny could have become a factor, and maybe, you know, the tags coming in between the sheriffs and the marshal.
So I'm a little worried
wasn't to be for now.
for the
It's okay.
F4Q
Nuki, let's see
team
if you
here.
get timed.
Not a good start.
He's fine. Nuki's golden. And yeah, we're down to just Esperanza now. And again, look at this. Look at the discipline from G2. No one's giving them free chances. That's a banger of a shot, but it's instantly shut down again. 4 alive, 4 on the board. G2. We need to see, let's put G2 aside. I need to see an answer from F4Q now.
Yeah, we do. And actually just come back to the anti-eco rounds, you know, those kind of post-plant holds that actually were G2's weakness in their last appearance versus Gambit. I mean,
game.
how many times did we, I think it was
Flashbacks.
six in total. Just crazy to see. So right
His
here,
eyes
just
are
them
so
taking
red.
that breather between, you know, the 60 and 30-second remaining
nap.
time on that round, just to
I know, I'm not
really
missing
feel
much
comfortable
anyways.
about the direction they're
She's about
going,
a 13
who's
this.
where, and actually getting full control
Yeah, if you
of
want
that
to
side.
move the camera, it's all you.
And we go again. No ops coming out. Oh, wise 5k. On the other side, I guess a Vova progression coming back around for Mixwell. He's loving this. And patience being shown by G2. We did see that aggression towards A in the prior buy round, so it does look like that mid attention now is being played with G2. can see a little bit of a fight on the extremity this
Honestly,
time. Last time
if
we
you want
seen
to, you
5K
can cut me
come
out.
a little bit
It was
for him
fine
as
that I
well.
wasn't on
Funny,
camera for
similar
the
scenes,
part
but
because
that
it was
one's
being like
worked
a friend.
perfectly for him. Happy.
Honestly,
That
you
will
could
now
just show the
force G2
camera
to
all
stand
that way, and I'll
Yeah, I'm
just,
loving this.
you
Actually,
know, just pass out for a little bit.
Seriously.
an adjustment from F4Q and Bunny looking to get pretty proactive solo as well. He's got nobody out there.
Sheesh kebab.
I like how you're still trying.
Oh, we gotta fight it
Giving
for
him a
our
couple
rights.
of rounds now. That's maybe
Look
a
at
weak
Leo.
spot. He's got to be careful here. Showstopper available, but
Yeah.
He's not even
necessarily want
watching.
to invest that just yet.
Straight bored.
Look how little control they've got. No one by tree.
He's just
no one
here
by
for the
short.
cuddles.
This is just suffocating
Whoa.
towards that A site right now.
Your
Yeah,
phone
there's
just
almost no
showed.
get out of jail free card here.
He
And
is
actually going to get
loud.
revealed as well. Suffer.
Gotta let you know.
We'll
Loud
find
get.
another one as well. The showstopper gets popped. Goes through, no damage done, but it's just Kellogg's and Coldamenta now.
If Calder meant to get enough attention, be enough of a problem, he can't be. Bunny's found him. This is brilliant work, but Kellogg's, how big can you go? Not enough this round, and
Oh, that
finally
was-
there's the answer they were looking for.
That
It's
was Twitter.
huge for them as well. Imperative. That
Chris
aggression on the
M.
extremities paid off. That is exactly what they needed. Bunny going for it,
there.
5K going for it,
Rosal,
and they were rewarded.
what happened?
And actually
Oh,
on both
clean
sides here, I
shots
feel
by
like actually this is
Bunny.
a round where G2, the first time they've actually actively pushed through mid a little
Weird
bit.
these guys
They
play
figured out the
4-3.
killjoy utility, and then actually
Gotta
they're
be
like,
just
well,
for
potentially
crosshairs,
we're
right?
going to bait a little bit of a rotation here, and it's the complete opposite. F4Q holds strong, Bunny finds a kill, and G2 still try to lean
I think it's a
in.
mental
And it's not
thing,
just the
changing your
Bunny show
resolution.
right now.
Doesn't really do
Zumba's
much in this
bailout
game.
On dice, then
But
the
it's
two
gotta
that
be
he
just
picked
for
up
crosshair
was different.
sizes and
difference maker. Bear in mind,
yeah,
Bunny was low
right?
HP. They had completely had tree open. That could
Yeah.
mean something different.
That's
But
gotta
now
be the only
Bunny
reason, because
jumps
there's
fully out
no...
towards kind of mid, has a
What do you
little bit of
mean
a
for
look,
crosshair
pulls
sizes?
away from it, but once again,
For, like,
trying
you
to
can
show a
get
little bit of
different
strength.
looking
Pushing out
crosshairs.
for G2 this time,
I
committing
see.
Like
further
19, for
towards mid.
example,
It
the
looks
way
like
that
Kellogg's
Mike's
wants to go
is
deeper on
with
this one this time.
1440 versus 1920.
Indeed, as he's
Things just
gonna
look
get all the way
different
through
on
market here.
I
Actually
think
feeding
lower
it out.
pixel
A little bit of
resolutions.
a
Yeah, for him it's
miscalculation there with
smaller.
the dash, but they come through. G2 actually find a 2-for-1 on the way in.
Esperanza's on an island and he's just been drowned off it. Mixwell finds him for free almost here as Bunny is just late to the party. Where's Zunba in this as well? He's deep in towards CT. This was lost by the timing that came out. You saw the Kellogg's just
cannot believe
pushed
I
and
spent
pushed and pushed,
$160
just
on
almost
this
jumping the
impact.
gap. And as I said, Esperanza had no time to do anything.
This is another
Wow.
round where, you know, those previous fact finders where G2 have pushed it forward
Phantom's
a little
dope,
bit
though.
further and further each round now.
I think
and
Classic's
now they're ready to just
pretty
catch
cool.
everyone.
And
Sounds
Bulldog.
sounds a little loud. Bulldog's sick.
Bunny
I like
now
the pew
30
pew.
HP.
Yeah,
Not
it's
a
a
big
little.
fan of the pew pew.
Yeah, it's a little much.
Again, all the success
Bull-
in that previous
the
round now
Bulldog is-
effectively written off.
One of the, honestly, it's the best
Isn't it-
bulldog in the
Again,
game,
you
in my
talk
opinion.
momentum-wise, great
You
work
don't have
there.
these next,
Kellogg's
or-
Yeah.
cleans it up.
It's-
We talk
it's
about the
good
kind
to
of
go
mind
out,
games and momentum. And
It
kind of,
could.
you know, the
It
kind of
It could or could not.
right? It's
Yeah.
like,
Will
well,
they
okay,
still
we've
go
been
on at
doing
noon,
this,
or would they
they're
go on
going to
earlier?
do
They'd probably go on a little
this.
earlier.
They're
Back
going
and
earlier
forth.
for sure.
Finally,
want
we had
out.
F4Q
They're probably trying to
doing
fill
really
some
well there.
airtime,
Good
though.
adjustment,
Actually, I don't,
played well
but
handled. We saw it as said.
Nap would be nice.
The round that they picked up.
For
However,
like
instant
6 hours
response
maybe.
from G2. It was like,
8.
well, we'll let you
That's
build
six.
off that. We'll let you
That's
get
just
maybe a
sleep.
little bit momentum,
Whoa.
control, anything.
That's asleep.
No, we're right back
I
into
say
it,
that?
straight
Yeah, I
back
did.
on that. And I want to look at the money. That's pretty tight now.
Okay.
for
I
F4.
thought I said that in my head.
Yeah, I'm
I
seeing
didn't.
a judge back on Bunny here. Actually, elsewhere, Athena actually just got a sheriff, so a bit of a scrappy investment at least. Not sure what's left in the tank outside of this. Hunter Fury available for them. Athena one away from the lockdown as well. See how G2 approach this, because this is the first time they've not really shown anything towards B main.
Oh no.
Oh,
Actually, Bunny gets caught there over actually with the pinch.
yeah, look at the pacing and the pressure coming out from G2 here. This is still great.
my.
Zumba's been found, so they know the dice is clear. 5K is not too far away, but there's still Kellogg's to keep
What do you
him
give the
locked
subs
in.
of that?
There's no
Thank you.
easy way back through Hunter's Fury.
5, thank you.
Gonna come out. Does it do much? Kellogg's
I think that might have doubled audio.
Great flash in Mixwell.
Oh, I apologize.
Dirty
If it
5K
did.
had no chance, and there's that combo, that one.
I don't know if it did, though.
We want to see build between them and
You have
Esperanza.
alerts
Couldn't
on
do
both
much about it.
computers?
I might have
G2 with
alerts on both
lovely
computers, I'm
pacing
not
there
sure.
as well.
So I might have
So,
doubled.
Okay,
My
let's hit
bad.
the brakes, try and get that spike plant.
It's
Let's
still
try and
loud,
build off
too.
that. Okay, Hunter's Fury comes in. Let's just take a second. No rush. No
Nobody said
need to
anything during the
overdo
100
things.
gets
Very
the
well
subs
handled
though, so that's
again.
kind of weird, right?
Again, look at it. Just Bunny's under so much pressure here, and the timing is perfect. You've already
Yeah, I don't
said
know why that one was
the
so much
spacing
louder.
on this hit to get through and find all this pressure
See,
and
like, that's
capitalize on it as well. And I gotta say,
broken, what he just
for
did
me
on
being the
Sky.
biggest concern, Kellogg's coming into this. The man's 11-3 right now. He is running away with a couple of these rounds, finding entries,
Just
and
having
also
a good
punishing
Sky is so
F4Q
nice.
when they're out of
Lion.
position, right? When G2 can isolate a player,
Lion go.
Kellogg's is the one to close that gap.
Go again. Has to have full faith that Mixwell's setting him into motion too when it's time to go, and he has been.
I like G2's comp
Now,
a
now.
lot more.
Starting to work through. There's that close flash, gets no one. Looking towards stairs, double stacked up, and they have a little bit of potential. 3 players there. That's a rifle he'd love to have.
What?
Nuki death from
What
above.
just-
Oh, it's
what just
clean.
happened?
I don't know. This
Oh,
guy
it's
just
very
like one
clean
tap
for
3 people
G2.
with
This
B.
is
I want to see it. Show
spin
me.
on, boys.
They're starting to coast now a little bit, and that's
He was up on top playing in the smoke, the one-way probably.
We know that the previous were a little scrappy,
And it
Two
faded as they
rifles and
pushed.
2 clean ones, yeah.
Bunny got one.
But
And Kellogg's got
this is where you start getting concerned.
3
Obviously, if
to
G2
Kellogg's?
start then getting, you know, that
Could be
that
Kellogg's,
cocky
but
side of this
Kellogg's?
team comes through and they
Let him
don't
have
know.
it, Alan.
Hello.
Tame him when you need to.
cereal.
But let's also
Go on.
talk then context-wise for F4Q. How
It's a
did this
negative
map
0
sit
in
for
red.
them? Was this high up in their played pool? Was this something that was? You know,
Wait,
we know
where?
this is a
Wait.
G2
Negative.
choice. So again, for me,
Was it on the
how
scoreboard?
much were they
It
depending
was on their like
excuse me?
little pictures or whatever.
I did not
So,
know
like, never
we
mind, it's
were
the negative 0
hitting the
red.
Xantares peaks, the Ferrari
Wow.
peaks already this early, but back up we go.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna have a whole lot of ults rolling around that G2 side, so they'll be fine to at least get that res back up here. But first blood
Negatives.
finally drawn for F4Q.
yeah,
Never seen a
straight away
negative
ripped
before.
away from the
I don't know what
Nuki.
it means. Maybe it's not even a 0.
Kellogg's back on his feet. I'll be careful here though. I see the paint shell
There
combo
wasn't
not
a
lining up, no
septic
damage
cap.
Or maybe it's
done
not a negative.
whatsoever here. Again, utility being invested and not an awful lot garnered on the back of it.
Just for
And
fun.
Navova.
Now I'm like staring at the
Present in mid.
pictures. What's gonna come back?
And what I want to see F4Q start doing is exploring a little bit of B main pressure, to be honest with you.
I like how they put all their cameras.
Coming out,
right here.
capitalizing on the fact that G2 are kind of prioritizing
3000 mid.
towards mid and short.
Me and your cat have the
So
same
that Fina
name.
will actually find
Leo.
Kellogg's once again, so his second
Leo.
death on the round here.
Leonardo.
Gotta be careful if Nuki boosted up on the wall. He will
Oh,
actually
that
find
sucks.
It's just over.
There, Fina and
Yeah, that was
Q2's
just...
owning.
I was expecting a little bit more oomph,
trying to work
but
through that was a little
Poor boy
haphazard.
Bunny.
You're not going to get away
how
with it.
Bunny
Still
and the
watching.
boys were gonna.
Eyes trained.
I mean, it make.
Planted, no contest in sight as Zun, but well, you're in CT now. The post plant is so difficult here. You have zero clue, and now finally you can start stepping forward.
I mean, at this point, what's even the value of finding some kills here? Go for the
Okay,
round
there's always
guys.
next map.
There's absolutely nothing lost here if they're back on a save round. Once again,
True.
with this round deficit.
I think they're just
again,
doing
take
a
weapon
solid
away, sure.
100 Thieves,
Somebody did actually just
speeding
get
up
a
the
call,
timeline.
potentially from one of his teammates. Like, oh, you saw him there when you crossed, by the way.
Who doesn't love those calls?
Ooh.
Yeah, this is.
He wins this.
Economic damage is great. when you're not 7
Oh, there was...
down,
He
making it
actually
one.
could have.
Coldamentus found
Yeah.
it.
Very easily could have.
And yeah, I said, looking through the history leading into this of at least Ascent and the performance we'd seen out of F4Q, this wasn't a map that they
He
did
said, I
well.
think
This
Jaina
was a
ends
map they
in
did
between
well. It was
dimensions
actually
right now.
pretty
That's what I read too. I laughed.
But outside of that,
Very
did
true.
relatively well. So I mean, this isn't one that's super
pretty
low
Lily
in
Astra.
priorities, which makes me worry
There's
slightly.
no copium.
Bigger picture,
But
or this
negative
just
0.
says, okay, well,
Whether
G2
they're
are
No
actually
pick W.
nuts. You know, it's kind of finding out where teams are here.
In red?
Well, I think coming into this, there's more
That's
questions around G2,
a bug.
especially regionally,
Yeah.
with where we've seen kind
Is
of
it?
their performance fluctuate.
Yeah, I think
A little
so.
bit. I keep coming back to that.
You
Gambit
said
series,
I'm like
the one- it was the
Astra.
one that stood out.
Does that mean they didn't die?
Again,
No,
I think it's just a
Like
bug.
negative 0 money
is,
lost?
how much you want to
I
read
actually
into
think
that
just,
one.
I think just think that's a bug.
Ricky.
Have to decide, but again, G2 slow in approach here.
Wait.
And F4Q once again just willing to give up this early territory to G2. They're going to push on through. Yes, Athena has the lockdown, but again on a round like this, 4 sheriffs, 5k has a vandal. What's the value here of even really playing retake? They expect a challenge to come through at least on contact through main there.
Bloodshot.
He's all playing towards the stairs. Got a nice little crossfire in place as well with Kellogg's. Needs to be something. Now one rifle on 5k.
Wait, is this the group with?
Find the value.
Hold up, is
find
this the group
something.
with one less
Flash
team?
towards CT, the late
'Cause
round
if so-
aggression. Mixwell's just making it hurt. He'll take that on the chin, no worries.
This might be
Bunny
the group that has one less
will at
team.
least
This might be
take
Group
some
D.
of the aggression, but look at this. This is brutality.
Does that mean they
at its
play
finest.
again?
They are
Well,
just completely unchanged.
They're doing a
right now.
different
It's just
format
zero
for
care
Group
to it.
D.
Look at it. They're like, okay, we'll expect the first and the
Damn.
second aggression, but maybe the third. Alec Kellogg's, and we're looking at double digits now almost.
Oh
This is
no.
They're saying yeah.
a nasty game
Oh,
for
God.
F4Q.
A tough one to be the opener.
Well, F4Q needs to
Now
turn up
16 and
because
5.
Yeah.
I mean,
Huge performance.
I
Sentinels
said
ain't gonna
earlier,
be
tick in the
any
box.
easier.
This is, I mean, you can throw it and throw the
That's the
check
whole-
out
that's the whole
window
group,
at this
G2
point.
F4Q
That's-
Sentinel.
That for me is the best possible.
wow.
There's only
Wow.
3. There's no
G2
4 team.
Coming out in their opening series here.
This is the one
F4Q
team that
actually
didn't
got
make it.
back time out
Couldn't
again.
come. So they're doing
This point, I
a
mean,
double
you start
round
to think
robin.
about just shaking this map
So
off.
everybody
I mean,
plays
what
each
you
other
really
twice.
achieve towards the end. This the halftime's not really
So
going
they'll play each other twice.
you know,
Yeah.
benefit them an
Also
awful
play,
lot in
yeah.
terms of a pace change.
G2
'cause
twice, Sentinels
it
play
relies
F4Q,
them
and only
stringing
2 teams
together
get out. So
an
F4Q
insane
just might be
amount
the
of
only
rounds to
team
even
out for
make
that
this,
group.
realistic.
Yeah, and we talk about realistic. I
They
mean,
need
we
some
could sell
copium
you the-
for sure.
The
They
lovely
need it.
concept of, if they
Copium
just put
for
their minds to
F4Q,
it,
please.
the chance they come back is
They need
going
it
to
bad.
be a monumental climb, and the second we see an
Yep.
indicator, we will tell you about it.
I
We'll
agree.
I
latch
don't
on
wanna
to it
move,
like there's no
put my
tomorrow,
foot to
but right
sleep.
now,
But Leo.
G2's
But Leo
performance,
is-
I've got to say, is outclassing
Look at him.
us. And maybe it's
Yeah.
map, maybe it's just the opener, maybe it's that confidence, maybe it's Kellogg's, maybe it's all the things, all the stars aligned here. Now, it doesn't say that on map 2 it's going to be the same thing. That would be bind,
Whatever
which
you're thinking,
is
don't.
F4Q's choice. So that does change things a little bit.
I wonder if
And I
I
guess
can
in
hear
terms of
Ian.
comfort zones, yes, we could say that probably does lean a little stronger in terms of F4Q.
Yes.
Can you guys hear
But
Ian?
again,
Is that
G2,
Brad?
Probably only
They've showed up on
I
Bud a
think
few
that was Brad.
times.
Brad?
Yes, we could say
Said,
the
"Yo,
same
this
thing.
is a
They've lost
comfy stream or
a
something."
few games,
Yo,
but
Brad.
I think
Yo,
Bayern
Brad.
in particular is one where
Brad.
they've been a lot
What is
more
the
stubborn about that.
You just
competition
woke up?
To it, there's not been this kind of, willingness to just try something.
Oh, Leo's getting
whether
super
it be in the
comfy
playoffs
now.
or in the
Oh, now I
final
really can't
stages
move.
of challenges, but
Nope.
we'll have to wait and see because we're still here. Round 11 now on Sen.
I had a dream I was in
Again.
Fallout, like
Bunny's got an operator
Earl.
now.
Okay.
So are we going to
Crazy.
see it
Cannon.
looking as if we're
Feels
going
like
to
a
see them
train
challenge
station.
mid at least a little bit?
Looting.
It's almost
We
6
love
rounds too late
Fallout.
for me, but
Surviving.
let's see how they get on.
Alright,
Owning.
he's got no armor, glass
Oh
cannon,
my
he's dead.
God.
Kellogg's does not care. You're the lovely part of this is
Wide
just click
swan-
hits.
oh my
so
God.
simple.
Might be a
And look at that,
13-1.
He finds another.
Dang.
Easy stuff for the man on the
Kellogg.
screen. He is feeling this. The game is
They're
all working
great.
for him. Every peak, everything he does is
Kellogg.
lining up, and there's nothing
Yeah.
to stop
Russell
him.
Blake.
Seek is
Russell
now
Blake.
going again, being
that
facilitated by
Kellogg's
Mitchell.
or no?
Leans on forward. The
That's it.
timing couldn't
I
quite
think
find
so.
it there. A little bit of a fumble on it towards Afina, who does hold tree for now.
You sleep?
Koler
Oh,
mentioned
yeah,
one away
he's
from the
out.
Hunter's Fury. Again, I think Afina's in one of those spots where we're expecting him maybe to lean
Get
back.
one
Bruce,
pancake.
Bruce.
He's like,
Lockdown.
-1.
The orb
What's he
available.
doing?
Koler
Chewing.
will retrieve it.
Yeah, that's his
Basically
thing.
saves that. Away from
That's his
F4Q.
thing.
Mixwell actually still holding pretty close on tree here. I don't think Afina's
We don't know how to
gonna be
cleanse
expecting
that.
at all. Actually, look at this.
Flash.
The gravity well perfect. Mixwell with the flash. Beautiful little set piece there to dig him out. And again, expecting that, anticipating they're going to look to hold on to tree with that lockdown because it's their only hope of fighting back in here.
Oh, the flash again. He knows there's another 5k is in so much trouble. Mixwell is just putting him through the ringer. Zumba is not happy. He's got about 3 different angles to worry about. Luckily for him, he's actually cracked. So he's found 2 already by tree. Sadly, the rest are just out of reach. And G2 are just flexing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make
That's
it.
closing. Now
I
it's
thought you were already
Where's
out.
the
I was out for a
Yes,
second,
can
but
only
I heard
imagine
people call my
the
name
Twitter
Oh,
state
in
after
the
this.
chat.
I mean,
Brave.
you've, obviously they've got the Sentinels fold already.
oh, he doesn't like. Oh,
Whether
just
they
chill
will
is
lose that
not
matchup, but that
his
is like
thing.
Bruce.
He doesn't know just
I'm
chill.
quite excited to see how they're feeling after the
Carlos
first
somewhere
half.
is just grinning ear to ear right
I mean,
now.
this is their town. This is G2's
Think about that
town. You
cable,
see it all
though.
over. They've got the posters out. They've been out there doing everything to try and claim this is
This
theirs.
is-
And the boys in the
I was
server
about like
are fighting some
4
of the same.
seconds or
2
2 minutes
though,
from the
half
Shadow
now
Realm.
looming. F4Q still
Get in.
finding,
I was almost there.
desperation is the name of the game
Dark
here.
Portal,
Not finding much for it.
Saw it.
2007.
And one thing, again, we did talk about kind of the support tools in
2007.
place for Kellogg's previously. This match for me, I mean, especially in terms of opening.
Yeah, it
tools,
lands.
you can find
Yeah,
it
back to the
yourself,
old
honestly.
days.
Bunny actually with
Oh
a
my
double satchel
God.
out. Will find nuclear
Right in
to the
his
side
face,
again.
literally.
That's what we
I'll
expect
see that
from him,
word.
where he really shines on that raises.
All good.
Those double blast packs out to get aggressive.
Alright.
Oh,
She
good.
said all
Take one
good.
away, but again, at this point, I think G2 happy to escape with just giving 1 kill
They're
away
saying
there, to be
fix
honest.
camera. Oh,
I think that's
the
what
camera
they're
got
like.
knocked.
Fair enough, we take that.
Yeah.
And here we go, Kellogg's again, just trying to follow up
'Cause
off
of
the back. It's
Bush.
actually called a mental
Bruce.
claims. He was so
Oh, you
ready
angled me
if
out?
he needed to get it over, still controlling towards the
Alright.
other side. Is being closed in on.
Yeah,
Nice.
Zumba's actually creeping out there behind him. Mixwell will catch an audio IQ in mid as well. You see there, Avova did get caught off guard.
Yeah, I had the cart like turned a little
Yeah.
bit because it was like, it doesn't like angle.
And
I
a second.
don't know how to do it.
Someone please, someone
Lazy.
please.
Thank you.
I don't know, is my copium rising here for the Sentinels game? I don't know.
30 seconds
I
left.
can't believe
Oh,
you.
he's so comfy.
Copium is
Mention-
Sure
high.
for this sleep.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
5k
Wanna
is
move it?
blind in this scenario.
Can't.
Bunny
Yeah, this
is your
is a
last
slaughter.
player standing
Can't.
in the half here, and it's Mixwell
It's
to fight
over.
it. A truly
You thought these guys were
Beautiful
gonna...
game
They're
we just
just-
witnessed. I don't know how else.
We're
to
getting ready for
phrase
on
this one.
thieves.
So
True, I gotta pass out.
And,
yeah,
just take a
I'm
nap
blown
I'm
away
sure.
here.
Alright.
and get hyped
Yeah,
up
I bet
for
they're
Hiko.
yes, yeah.
No more looking
We're getting
around.
out. To be honest with you,
Good night,
this was
everybody.
again something I was expecting
Hi,
G2
Leo.
to want to come out and put on this sort of display because I
Shut
think
the
it,
eyes.
it plays their
Oh,
strengths,
this
it plays
is
their
it.
confidence factor, and
This
right here,
is
I mean, like I
it.
said, we've gone through the motions, coasting, flexing.
It's all happening. And well, look, speaking of hopium and copium, we've got to head over to Sean, who will be breaking down some beautiful looks from that first half.
Thank you so much, Lauren. And yeah, I agree, Hypoc. This one is going to be quick.
Hey,
G2 are going
look
in
at
and out of this
dapr.
server. And I'm going to show you why. This is the third round, the bonus round. And typically this round
Is that a
goes
leather
heavily
jacket
in the
that's
favor of
full
the
sleeve or
opponents.
half
But
sleeve?
I'm going to show you how
Does
G2
he
have it rolled
spread
up?
out
Sleeves are
across the
rolled
map
up,
to
yeah.
steal this round away. So at first, what we're going to see is the Sage and Kellogg's taking control of A main. The Sage is going to throw a slow off of the wall. That's going to allow Kellogg's to then make his
It
way
is
up
Kellogg's.
into that corner over there. And his goal is just to create a presence. Just let these people in A main know we are fighting for this. Try to get some utility
Yeah,
out of
let's
them
tagging
and
Sean
win the
DM.
early round utility battle. But I also want to draw attention early round to the players outside B. This is clearly not an A strat. The spike is still deep outside B. You see Mixwell using his Trailblazer to clear out B main, and he's doing the same thing over there. Meanwhile, the Sova's holding top mid. In CS, this is called actually a default. So this is the perfect example of a default. So let's run the clip now. So you can see here's A main, Bunny's jump spotting with those paint shells, and the second the gravity well is activated, he uses it. Kellogg's has to use his dash to get away. And he's actually saving here because he wants to get that orb for the Blade Storm. So he realizes he can't get it, but they have made, F4Q use so much utility at this A main. So they're gonna run all the way back spawn here to B, and that's when they regroup, and Kellogg's is actually gonna get this orb now in B main. And that is when the strat actually executes on the B side. And you can see they have done such a good job of spreading out F4Q. There's 3 people still on the A site, but this is a B hit. This is a B hit. He pops the Blade Storm. Mixwell has the Seekers already on the bonus. Kellogg's using his draft to clear the site, goes into a smoke, smokes the turret.
Nice.
You can see Mixwell actually flashing lane. The Seeker told Kellogg's exactly where Fina was, and literally the round is already over. This is just such a good job of spreading the map, pushing and pulling rotations, hitting the weak bomb site, and using utility perfectly. This is something that I'm not used to seeing G2 do typically, so they have brought an extra level to their game today, and I don't know what F4Q is going to do to bring this map back in their favor. Panpoc, tell me what they need to do.
Oh, you think if you don't know, Sean, the most, you know...
Throw it to me, yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
right?
come on, Hypoc, theorize, figure it out. Which, nah, look, honestly, a brilliant little look there. As said, some of the really big key indicators that really stood out to us. That again, it's great to see that broken down piece by piece.
I love the fact that Sean's picked up on the fact this isn't something we see G2 typically do, and I think actually to mitigate a player like Bunny,
last
when you
game,
know
one
that that's
team
going to
had
be
5
kind of the
rounds, and the other team
spearhead
won 6.
of the
So
game
when it
plan for
started, I was
4Q.
like,
Play a little deeper, play a little
maybe,
slower. We
they'll bring
took
it
that in
back.
a number of rounds where actually
They have
you
not.
expect Kellogg's to be coming
Oh
out,
no,
W
they
key
have not.
held as
Absolutely,
soon as
yeah.
the barrier drops. And look at it, the
All
risk
good, they
management
got
has
this.
played off so well.
All
in the
good.
rounds.
Oh,
And again,
good.
this is just, we're looking to see who G2 are these days. This rebuilt roster, this reformation.
Now, when you're down
We
11-1,
don't quite know it. Ooh,
I would say
Kellogg's
most
is feeling
teams.
a little fruity.
I wonder why.
Don't recover.
Why?
Yeah, go on then.
I mean, most teams
Let's have a round.
honestly probably already thought that, like, are thinking they're
He's actually
screwed.
jump squad. He's
Really?
It's so easy to make a
The
mistake.
start already has just brought me deep
Do you think
joy.
they think like GG go next,
I
or
wanna
do
just
they
look
think
at
like we're out?
F4Q. They've just
Like
seen
we're
that,
losing the whole
okay,
thing
well,
against
we've
them.
got a really confident
No,
Jet
they
up against
think,
us who's happy to
let's
take
try to
fights.
burn 'em
Yes,
out,
rounds are
so get as many
definitely
rounds as
evidence
possible.
of that.
I see.
Now we have to
Like,
see
once
where
you're
they take
down this
themselves.
bad
As
in the
I
first
say,
map,
it looks very
you
likely.
just try to get
Yeah,
as
this
many
is
rounds as you
interesting
can
because
to
that's
just
gap created
hopefully
here. The Owl Drone gonna come
tire
through.
out the other
You can
team.
see on the back of the
Yeah.
sound cue, you can
You're,
see
you're not thinking you're gonna win.
Go,
There's no,
Bunny.
it's just not gonna
Happy to
happen.
go all
Look
the
at
way
Bunny
through to
go.
Jet.
Yeah, he's flying.
Dang, Bunny
I
got
don't
hopped.
think the observers could keep up with that. Bunny was so quick.
That was
His
sick.
backside, they've taken the space, and maybe that contact on short was enough of an indicator for them to say, screw it, let's get on the site, boys. And now we're in a 5v5 post plant. They've done what they needed. They got on the site, but now they need to hold it. The retake is on the
What
way.
was a J9 and mod check?
Seeing the The recon available here. Kellogg's still his dash and that sheriff. And actually, he's going to come through, try and play a little bit of contact, but Esperanza gets the better of him. 5k will double down as well. Look at this, all the kills going to F4Q.
Who needs a sheriff when you get a classic? It makes perfect sense. 2 now left. Mixwell and Avova to try and do something about this, but we wanted an answer. We wanted a statement, and we might just have
Flawless pistol to come back.
Damage, or will it be 5 alive? First round of the board. Nice little pop flash, and there it is. Flawless beginning. I'm gaining. Flawless beginning, should I say, for F4Q, and a very desperately needed one here.
I mean, flawless being the word that this half needs to be for F4Q. I mean, yeah, great pistol on the board. Let's see you follow up on that now. Again, I love the approach.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Right, actually, in terms of 5 nice. To get so much value off that recon ball. That's ridiculous.
Nasty. Oh, he's even got the free little upgrade. You love to see it. You love to see it. Okay, but okay. Genuinely, normally, when we talk about comebacks, we talk about it when teams reach like 8 and up. Right, like, and that's even, yeah, I do normally play double digits, but I'm being nice.
I think
to,
what,
newer audience
when you're the team that has 11 here,
yeah, this is going to be a long road back.
You really, like,
have to be flawless, and they have
even
to
if you win,
navigate
like, let's say they come back, and all of a sudden it's 11-11, and then you end up winning 13-11.
It's very hard to do because it's not just on you. It's not.
You're like, thank God you closed it out, but that gives that enemy team that came back so much confidence. Because now you're thinking, like,
the fact that F4Q are
okay, we came back from 11-1. We didn't win, but we came back hard. Like, we can win this.
Yeah.
You really want to close it out strong.
Yeah, so they look down bad.
Yeah. Getting owned destroys your mental.
We're about to walk into a stack. Only 2 sheriffs.
Okay.
Actually, now G2, look at this. They've completely
timing,
misread this. The owl drone has bent this entire rotation.
People are saying it means like the F
That's
word.
actually sick. MVP owl drone.
Really?
F4Q are going back. No. The owl drone didn't spot anything, so they're going back.
It's the worst double pump we've ever seen.
It would be like,
oh, no, but maybe G2 go. Maybe they go. They're like, no one's coming. No one's coming.
30 seconds left.
Well, this is, we were talking about this earlier, right? At this point now, 1 kill can change the entire course of the outcome.
So they've only seen Sova so far. Now they know there's at least one more. Here comes the utility. Avova just leans through that smoke just a touch here, and he's actually going to find one. He is truly just, you know, the assassin from the mist normally if you see him on an omen. But look at Avova again. Look at this timing. Look at what he could do with this. Maybe rejoin the boys finds
I was as hard as they could just see him through
This is
the
still
wall.
damage now. Spike is planted. It's a 2v2. How the hell have we got here? Nuki and Avova gets back around, gets the heal off of Nuki. That's huge. He's back up to functioning level.
But wasn't it the same in Siege?
On deck for 5k. This should not be a problem, but it truly is. Zumba's attention.
Oh,
I see. 5k finds Nuki. That's now threat 1 gone, and there it is. Dealt with in the end, but we were all starting to sweat bullets in that moment.
Again, unfortunately, I mean, Nuki has to change 5 kills.
That's a good eco.
He has to try and retrieve a weapon to almost swing that back in their favor, but that's exactly what we're talking about in the first half, right? With these late hits, yes, it's against pistols, but where's the last place you want to fight against classics, right? When you're all bunched up, you have to play these close contacts and swing out from door at the out of smoke. It's so difficult to deal with, and 1 kill can change that, right? The spike's planted with 8 seconds left.
I think I found a bug.
It's just so awkward to watch. Luckily, they get away with that one, and Bunny on a judge, but rifles across the board elsewhere. But that's difficult now for round 3, right? Because it's reinvestment. We talk about obviously building momentum in terms of the economy. That's not what you want to see.
No. I mean, that round,
There's
I feel
so
is
many
going to be
Starbucks
flipped.
cup
The
on
out
this table.
the double pump, the double rotation, somehow being on the right side, almost getting down to I don't want to say a feasible 1v2. There's still a lot to play through there, but jeez.
That's when I wish we just have a listen in from around like that. It's like, right, go 8. Now everyone go B.
Wonder if the coaches can talk always.
Yep.
Or only during pauses.
You know, well managed by F4Q, and yes, ultimately G2 are able to get
Like,
bodies
they
back
could
in
talk
place.
during the game.
I mean, at that point, like I said, 30 seconds left, you might as well gamble stack one way or the other. There's no point trying to react.
It was like that for a while, and then eventually
I think F4Q's hand is forced.
It worked. Like now, it's only
recovery if they don't opt to end up on A there.
That's how Siege is. The coaches can only talk.
This timeout again, just going to maybe reassess the situation, but how far do we see G2 push out now? That's what I want to see coming into this round in particular. Spy round here, Kellogg's nowhere near the Blade Storm, so obviously nothing really to rely on in the next round.
Okay.
And again, I know you were pointing out there, 4Q's economy, worrying.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to be stretched
Look at this lane,
as much as they can be. A pretty even purchase coming out, really, between the two teams. But Bunny going to do it again. Look at this damage, but it's not a kill.
No.
Catches in mid-air, swats him down. Mixwell has to fall off this.
Did like no damage.
Abova's in danger as well, but the timing works out so well for him. Only for the one in the end. I thought Mixwell could have done a little bit more with that, but so far the site's somewhat controlled by F4Q.
keloqz is here so early though. Look at this information he's going to gather. Nobody in A main. He's got plenty of time to clear out wine, and look at his teammates. They can sit back, sit comfortable here, wait for this. keloqz actually takes a swing, tries to find the kill, and Esperanza does not punish him.
There's no trade. There's
Oh
no
my
off the back.
God.
That's a little individual for my taste, and that's a big round for F4Q. They need
They got kind of lucky.
How the hell did 5K just find that kill? Because there was nothing in terms of information that came out there. It was just a straight wall bang.
Yep.
Okay.
Must be nice. I mean, the timing on a lot of this. Let's have a look. I mean,
Well, I mean, at least getting a little noise out of them. It was quiet in the first half. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, they got pretty lucky there
fact-
because the
fact that
Sage
G2
slow
are able
didn't
to
reach
get
all
keloqz
of
into
hell.
position. He's able to relay that information that there's no kind
They
of
had
top mid
3
control.
people already ready for the
More
hit,
likely
and
looking
they
like
just
an all-in piece, and
didn't find as much as they should have.
Look at C2 now, all the way out through B main. Early
That should have been
information
around they
from
won,
keloqz
but hey,
turret
they
gonna
won
give
it,
away
so
this push, and
screw it.
F4Q now going to scramble to try and capitalize on
You
this
take those.
push from G2, getting themselves onto A side. At least Bunny going to lead the charge once again. Up close and
You can see
personal.
if they came back.
Misses the jump into heaven, but
They love this
side
hit.
control at least heavily in the hands of F4Q.
great flash, great flash. Ooh, Athena, so well done to maintain.
just hoping to get
Mixwell's
one.
Trying to push through. We do have 2 on the flank, keep in mind. This time there is a player towards wine, though, big adjustment on that. Now,
I don't think they're
looking
going to
at
go
this
in. I think they're going to
G2
sit
are here,
exactly where they are and not
Shroud
going to
for
move.
A little bit of armor as well. It's not a completely
JK?
toothless purchase. Esperanza very aware of this potential flank coming in.
Oh
working
my
off
God,
the
they're
back
at
with Zumba,
flying.
trying to swing out together. Well controlled towards one.
They had so much
Meta
potential to
can get
just
away with
have
it.
them stuck.
Zumba and Bunny controlling what remains, swinging out the final player. There it is.
I thought they were just going to, I mean, they have so many rounds.
And no big, I guess, victories.
He's like
there to
holding me there
report
so they
for
die.
G2.
At least try.
Yeah.
They're kind of addressing
Or like
an issue in the previous round, tucking one into wine, just saying, actually, last round, very quickly they're up mid, very quickly they're behind us.
Especially with Sage being up and having that Sage wall.
Mixwell's actually
Like, imagine they're trying to,
but immediately
like, imagine they
just
feel
when
out
F4Q
that there's 2 in A main and they're like, okay, we can't exit A main, let's exit
Again,
cat.
talking about building
And then they
it
try to
back into
exit
a company,
cat,
things like that,
and then the Sage wall goes up.
Small mistakes being addressed on the fly.
And
It is really
I don't
good
know.
to see
I
from
felt like that's what they were going to do, but they
Talk
didn't.
about the ebb and flow of how this game goes. This is another big round coming in because you've got the buy coming out of the op coming through for keloqz. This is huge. If F4Q can do something with this, it's game
Going in.
back on, and here we go.
Here it
Comes
goes.
online, and Esperanza
The Sage wall.
It feels like, but
The
Nuki's
Sage
found Bobo
wall.
This time, who's been bounding towards the back of sight so freely. Now keloqz still here. You do have the Astra divide coming through as well. Is that? Yeah,
Smooth.
both sides
Yeah.
actually just absolutely going for it. Now we do actually have what 4v3. So the first time we see
Chat's saying res of
F4Q
J9.
deficit against a dangerous round.
Bunny immediately. I mean, you can see
Sage res.
every single time he's going for that double satchel to close the distance, play with a judge, and just get up close and personal. But it's not worked out for him twice now. See, is F4Q anticipating a little more aggression from G2.
You should run.
Fina throw the lockdown. He actually has the spike as well, so whether or not he's going to try and slip into A main as Esperanza and Zumba here. Might try and pinch on the back of this lockdown, but both members of G2 here committed, Nuki and keloqz. They can sit for free.
Yeah, but I want to see how much room they get towards tree and how far they can pressure that, because then suddenly heaven becomes a bit of an issue. For now, the timing's off. Athena gets found comfortably. There's the trade eventually from sight for Esperanza, but that's only Nuki. That's only part of the problem. There's still 2 other players lingering around, and they know where the spike just was, and that's such an uncomfortable position.
No
with a
way.
play up from tree. That's what
They
I'm
actually
saying. that heaven
recovered. That's
can
crazy.
become hell as soon as tree gets lost, but time now. 10
That
seconds
sucks.
now. The
His
pendulum
teammate, like,
swings of
the guy with the
overwhelming
op jet,
cross here. Doesn't quite
he thought his
get what
teammate had him.
Spike is down.
Yeah.
He can't quite keep them tamed towards the side.
Oh,
He does
oh,
get Esperanza.
oh. He wins
and
these.
now Zumba
He won
against
it. He won
Avova.
it.
And Zumba's not playing this passively at all. He is looking for this. Just slips away in Avova.
Oh my god.
And G2 are going to make it to 12.
Zumba almost caught in no man's land, though. He's nothing to fall back to, but
Where do I go?
doesn't take the peak. That's the weirdest thing. In that scenario, I feel as if he just doesn't have another option. Just take the fight. Yes, it feels uneasy, but it takes him so long to walk behind something there that it's lost as soon as Avova gets up close.
100%. You know he's got that internal clock ticking away, knowing exactly the opportunities. And Avova,
They didn't play.
he's stuck on land.
They didn't play the 2v1 together very well there.
We've got a keyboard issue down there. As, repeat repeated crouch.
They're thinking two different things.
On that. But yeah, Avova, man.
That's the Avova you want to see, though.
I'm used to
That
seeing
that was so avoidable.
Yeah.
If that Astra was just
I mean, I think
that, if the Astra was the Astra was thinking hide and the Sova couldn't, so to communicate that very quickly is pretty hard. Because when you're the person that can't, you're only thinking I need to fight. That's all you say, like fight. But if the other person thinks that's a bad idea, they're not gonna fight. And then you're just on two different pages, and that's exactly what happened. That sucks.
Revealed at least, and
I actually would not mind if it ended right now.
The pressure. Koler will actually find 5k. Esperanza will find the headshot in response. Over now though.
You. And then eventually just you.
Well, we'll get the Seekers online when this will be retrieved.
I gotta go.
Will they find the spike here? Oh no, Mixwell reconsidering. I think he was looking to push back on the end of those Seekers, but
Well,
at least now with the information,
it's been fun. It's been real.
Okay.
But it hasn't been real fun.
No, it hasn't. It really hasn't. This has not been good games. This map's dumb.
Now, Mixwell, just looking for any pixel that might appear, and they are on the way. Mixwell is about to potentially greet at least.
What'd I do with this little guy right here?
Has both flashes still to play. There it is. That's enough of
a lot of
an indicator for
viewers.
him to call for
77,000 people are here. What's up? I don't think you can see me.
And it's a problem of
I'm so
oversitting
little.
deeper here. Esperanza, great trade. Mixwell's on flash, gets him on the cross. Mixwell's been having a blinding, blistering performance, but it's on Athena to try
Okay, I
and
gotta go.
save.
I
F4Q looking to
gotta
claim the
go.
time. He
Leo, I'm
doesn't
so.
overstep
Can you
the
take
man
one?
so experienced.
Take
And
this
now
little
three
guy.
players coming back in from short. It looks like it's G2's moment, and it is Nookie to claim the final frag towards Athena.
That was not a good. That was not clean by me. That was not graceful. I'm so sorry.
It was, yeah. Again, F4Q not achieving nearly.